K2Bug32 says, thank you for this. What surprised you most about the process? Are you glad you did it? Are you afraid of encapsulation while benching? Are you afraid of anything? What's encapsulation? Is that popping a titty?
Yeah.
Is that popping a titty?
It's popping a titty. Why don't you look that up?
Okay.
So we can give an informative answer.
I'd be more afraid of that happening during jiu-jitsu rather than benching.
So, wait. The one question was, I just want to preface this by saying, not preface because we already fucking started, but I just want to say I'm not a doctor.
That's probably important to say.
Yeah. Not a doctor.
I'm not a doctor either.
All we are sharing is our own experience, strength, and hope about titty meat.
I'm an FBI investigator, a federal bikini inspector.
So I'd say what I was most surprised by the whole process was how much they changed over the period of like 8 weeks from when I got them. So when I got them, they were really high. And if you ever use any of like if you ever go to this website called Real Self, not sponsored. Not sponsored.
Oh no, isn't that okay? So encapsulation is when it becomes a uniboob.
Yeah, when it becomes a uniboob.
Oh, okay.
So I wasn't worried about that because my doctor gave me no reason to worry about that. Never once said that was a risk. And I will say that my plastic surgeon told me that bench press and chest focused exercises like flies and things like that, he was not concerned with. What he recommended that I stay away from were burpees, like, oh darn.
Oh, you loved him so much before.
Shit. Burpees, pull-ups, and lat pull-downs. And that's like the wide grip lat pull-down. So I think just because this attachment, where your front delt is attached to your pec, he just doesn't like that the overhead stretch and then that kind of like tug, that yank. It's like not good for fake titties. So whatever. I mean, that's just his opinion. That's what he recommends. So I have been avoiding those exercises. So back to what I was saying was I'm most surprised about how much they changed. They were really high, and then gradually over time, what happens is you think of your breast tissue and your like the pocket of your boob like a sock without a foot in it. So over time, the foot's really high, and then eventually over time, that foot just kind of falls right into the sock until it just slides right in there. And from the side, you can really see that the titty meat is low and beautiful and has that really nice shape. And so that was really surprising to me. I was surprised also by just how much I loved them and how much they changed the way I felt about myself. I don't regret it at all, ever. Katie, do I regret it?
Never.
Oh my God. Like, I love them so much. It was the best thing I ever did. And so I think that answers all those questions.
There's one more. Are you afraid of anything?
I
don't think it even ever really goes with boobs. I'm afraid of
I think someone did actually ask me.
She asked if you're afraid of anything after that.
I mean, I'm a cliff dweller.
Roller coasters.
So, I like to just fucking go to the edge and then see how far I can go. And then I'm almost about to fall off and then I get afraid.
I'm also afraid of bees.
That's how I live my life.
No, I'm afraid of wasps.
I'm just not.
They can sting you again and again.
I'm not afraid of nothing.
All right.
Okay.
All right, so we answered that one. All right. Oh, that's all on boobs still. Hi. I'm very good at this. That's why I got hired. Here. Make this.
She needs to match me.
I need to... All right. Okay.
You're so sexy.
Thank you. Your tits look fantastic.
Thank you. Who said that?
That was by Amber Rose Cogut.
Oh. Thank you, girl.
Indy Andrea asks, do you have any numbness in your breasts or arms? Did you go under the muscle? We already answered that. Silicone, saline, or gummy?
Okay, so no numbness. Nipple sensitivity does return, and your nipples are like just sort of traumatized from all the shit that they do. I had a breast lift, and so they actually cut around my nipple. They don't remove my nipple. But that tissue and the nerves are just shook. That's what the kids are saying these days.
Okay.
So you're shook. And so, but your sensitivity returns. So no numbness in my arms, no numbness in my breasts. And I did get silicone. The reason being that I really wanted a more natural feeling implant, and that was what my surgeon recommended. Saline has a tendency to ripple, and you can see the ripples under the skin more than saline or than silicone. Silicone's more expensive. Silicone is about $1,000 more. I'm not sure why, but I personally went with silicone because it was an option. A friend of mine just recently had a consultation with my plastic surgeon, and because she has some unevenness in her breasts and a really short distance from the chest wall to the start of her nipple. This is Ninja. And because of circumstances of her body, saline is the option for her, because what they can do is they can put the implant in, and then they can inject it with saline and fill it to a desired shape or a desired volume, so that it's, if you have asymmetry or one's going to be a different size than the other, it's more custom to your body. So that's sometimes is recommended, but I went with silicone.
All right. In addition to that question, Jazzy Mine asks, how visible is the scarring?
So, can I show titty meat on YouTube?
You can't show nipple, but you can show titty meat.
Yeah. So
like this.
I can show you the scar, and then maybe we can edit it in some way, or the scar. My scars are from So my scars are straight down and under the breast. So these are, how many weeks is December 13th? So how many weeks is that? How many months? It's April 13th-ish.
It's been 4 months.
It's been 4 months. So these are 4 months old. So this is my scarring. I don't know if you guys can see. And there's a photo, a very recent photo on my Instagram. It's kind of filtered. Sorry. So they're really not that true to, I mean, they're true, but not 100%. Personally, I love them so much that I don't even think about the scars anymore. They're there, but like what I had before was so sad to me. I just felt very sad about them because they looked literally like, my favorite way to describe them is wet brown paper bags that had been just wrung and just hanging down to my top of my belly button. So, I just was so thrilled to have tits again. So scars don't really mean that much to me. I'm covered in tattoos. If I gave a fuck about the scars, I'd just cover them with some tattoos. So, I'm the wrong person to ask about scars.
It's not bad.
It's not bad.
I see him a lot.
Here's the thing. You might not need a breast lift. If you eat, sometimes you don't need a breast lift. And they can just pop your titties in your titty meat. And, like, literally these scars will fade to nothing. I have pretty good skin. I didn't have to do anything to them either. A lot of people promote scar therapy and, silicone pads and silicone creams and all sorts of weird oils and stuff. And my plastic surgeon didn't recommend any of that to me. So it's really been pretty good.
All right. That's everything.
That's everything.
That's everything.
Well, I'm glad that we did this.
Thank you for having me, Kara.
Oh, you're welcome.
It really was
a
pleasure.
It really, yeah.
Wow. Did we have a moment?
We did.
Do we have a moment there? Excellent. Thank you for joining us tonight as we discuss Kara's titty meat.
Oh. Okay. How long is that?